Okay, excuse my language and throwing you right into it, but who in their right mind is gonna pay 100 goddamn schmeckles for the Virtual Boy? And don't bring up the $25 piece of cardboard. You were literally paying for cardboard and like a lens. I'm certain you could recreate the experience much better and infinitely cheaper from a cereal box. You know, get some frosted flakes. I'm sure you'll achieve something way more efficient. Plus, you get frosted flakes. Now, I'm sure many of you are wondering, Logan, what are you talking about? Why are you bringing up the Virtual Boy? Well, essentially, in the latest Nintendo Direct, they announced that they would make a whatchamacallit Virtual Boy emulator for the Switch, right? And they showed off like you can get the whole like original Virtual Boy and like slide in your Switch there, and they want $100 for that frame, man. 100 schmeckaroons for one of the worst selling consoles of all time. Only sold 770,000 units. You know, when did it come out? When did it come out? I'm going to say around 1995 it came out, and it marketed itself as like you jump into this immersive world of virtual reality, and to some degree I can respect that. It was the first kind of step towards virtual reality that we had ever gotten. But that can't save it. It was still awful. And can you blame anyone for not wanting to experience this? I haven't filmed the bit yet, but I'm going to put in a little bit here. I just got to wait for it to turn dark so it's more funny. Red! I love staring at the color red. Red on my eyes for constant hours. Red! It's more of an orange on camera. But it works, you get the joke. Not to mention, this thing only has like a handful of games. We're talking like 20 games at best. And I ask yourself, as a respecting customer of yourself, are you really going to spend $100 on a very niche experience, one you potentially won't enjoy, like the many who decided not to buy it and never touch it again? I mean, is it really worth $100 that they're marketing it as? That price is ridiculous, and it's not the only thing crazy like priced that's happened recently. I'm doing a lot of this hand movement. I'm thinking. But okay, moving on from the Virtual Boy, they're re-releasing Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 on the Switch. That's pretty cool. Woo! And you know, we had Galaxy 1 in that free pack before, and then they didn't put Galaxy 2 in it. It was weird, but now I see what they're doing. Because you can get Mario Galaxy for the low price. Well, both Mario Galaxies for the low price of $70. Or you can get them separately for $40, but you won't be able to have a physical edition. Do I even need to say more? Do I even need to say more upon that? I mean, it shouldn't really surprise anyone at this point. I mean, they released Skyward Sword, like, from the Wii for $70 or $60, I don't really remember. It was a lot of money. And it's like, sure, I could have expected that painful price point, but I'm still allowed to have a very sour taste in my mouth, because this is going from $20 on the Wii U to double that for one and quadruple that for both of them, basically. If you say to me that, but Logan, they were struggling with the Wii U, they needed to sell it for cheap prices, and to that I say, fuck you, respectfully, fuck you. Yes, they were struggling, but does that mean they should be selling these games that are nearly 2 decades old now for these modern day prices? No, but that's just foreign to Nintendo for some reason. They just don't understand the concept of things getting cheaper over the time. If they could sell you literally anything in the world that they've sold before, they would market it at the modern pricing, or even worse, they would keep it at the price that it was at all those years ago. I swear, though, I swear to the Lord up above, for only He can improvise, no, interject these greedy stunts Nintendo pulls every month, and they're going to continue pulling like these you know, capital greed stunts every month. Like you saw the suing, or not the suing, the pattern of having like creature collectors and having an ally fight for you. They want to be the only ones who are allowed to make those types of games. That one guy that got sued and now he's got to pay Nintendo for the rest of his life. That's a pretty bad one. Taking down all the Smash Bros. Tournaments. That's another classic one of Nintendo's. Suing Power World, all that stuff. Nintendo is a really bad company. And, you know, in spite of all of their badness, Nintendo fans will just take it. Because 90% of them are masochists. Like, Nintendo could fucking pull the shit out of their ass and sell it for $70. And Nintendo fans would be like, no, that's good shit. I fucking love Nintendo. And smoke it or something. Like, I don't understand why they just keep feeding or eating this slop that Nintendo feeds them. Now, I will point out the elephant in the room. Yes, I did buy a Switch 2 on release, and I was extremely disappointed by it. I won't lie to you. I mean, sure, it was cool. The magnets are neat. But Mario Kart World, the game I got it with, I really just didn't like compared to the Deluxe. And, you know, that makes me think, wait, Logan, you bought day one? Well, you got no ground to stand on. Admittedly, I do have less ground to stand on, but I haven't purchased a Nintendo product since that release. So, I'd say I've kind of broken free from my consumer chains. So, I will stand and say, no, Mario. I will not buy. I will not buy your $50 Super Mario Galaxy amiibo or your $50 420p camera, because you can just do so much more with that money. You could buy 2 Silk Songs of that. But yeah, that's really all I have to say about that. Love Nintendo games. Just buys Nintendo business. Really sucks that I can't play those games with a good conscience, you know, because I'm supporting just the evil Nintendo men. Well, not Nintendo men. I guess they're all inclusive. The evil Nintendo people. Yeah. Bye.